started. So basically in this we are going to design a Django voting app. So in this app we have a list of programming languages which the user in that we will provide real-time suggestions under the search. Like suppose any user types the letter J, then we would provide them suggestions, the programming languages starting with the letter J, such as Java or JavaScript. Or same in the, if we type P, then we would have P is like Perl programming language, Python. So in this, like C, for C stand for C and C++. So we would be providing suggestions. Like in the P, we could also define a suggestion under PHP as well. So like in this tutorial, we are going to create a voting app. We are going to start with this, and we vote for each programming language. Then we use a progress bar, that how many votes they have got, and we then would return or render a progress bar on the front end part, and we would update the vote for each language if we vote for more. Okay, so let's get started with this. So basically this is my server. So the server has started. Okay, because I have so basically I would define some few changes. Like this is my settings.py file. So earlier it was template/calculator app, but now it is voting app because we would be referring to the templates folder. So I would move to the templates folder. Yeah, this is the templates folder. So it has two folders. The one is for calculator app and another is for voting app. So we are referring to the voting app folder inside the templates. So for the earlier app we used to refer calculator app, so you need to define a change calculator app if you are using calculator app, and then if you are using voting app you need to define voting app. So basically what we did, we created the same HTML page. Okay, now then for calculator app if you want to use, then we need to define template/calculator app if we are going to run the calculator app. Okay, and if you want to run the voting app, we need to define template/voting app. Okay, so this is the main change we need to define. So please take care about it, and I will define this in the repository instructions as well. Okay, and the next, okay, now we'll move to urls.py file. Okay, let me do one thing, urls.py file of Django projects. Okay, so basically when I do, okay, this is calculator app, so include calculator app.urls. So for voting app we will do voting app include voting app.urls. This is very simple. Okay, so basically in the same way I'll give a quick overview. For templates we have templates folder. Let me again show you the templates folder. Yes, templates for calculator app, templates for voting app, then urls.py file for calculator app as well and voting app as well. Okay, now we'll move to urls.py file. So basically I'm clicking on urls.py file or voting app. Okay, so this is very similar. We have done this earlier as well. So like we have like URL pattern path views.index, name is equal to index. Now if I go to views.py file, so I'll move to the views.py file of voting app. Okay, so you this is a backend logic we'll be also working on. Okay, so before this what we can do, so this is the index. So we can what we can do, we need to generate let me do one thing, or we can do what we can do, I'll run this server. Okay, and then I'll move to voting app. Yeah, here you can see like this is Django voting app. Okay, and like I've defined few changes. I'll move to index.html file. So basically when I'm moving to index.html file, I'm moving to the voting app. Okay, so this looks fine. Okay, so I changed the title Django voting app. I'll define as Django voting app. Django voting app. Django voting app, good. About instructions, I'll move to the about and instructions. So pick your favorite language. Okay, so you need to define in this, pick your favorite language and vote. Okay, and vote. Okay, this is very simple. Then select your language and see result. This is the basic instructions. Okay, in the navbar I have defined some changes. You can see like in the nav class, navbar dark and background is dark. So here you can see this navbar dark reference to this and background dark reference to this color. So here you can see the navbar has been dark in color. So to see the responsive nature, we can press Control Shift I. Okay. Okay, so here you can see it's good. Okay, we have the nav bar, so it's working fine. So in the about, pick your favorite language, select your language, and see results. Okay, so in this next so basically we are going to define and one thing we need to make sure that that in the form I had defined the image, like I'm referring to the static folder. Okay, let me go to the static folder. This is main.jpg. Okay, and this is main2.jpg. Okay, so so basically in main.jpg, this was referring to the calculator app, and this is main2.jpg, and this is referring to this coding background structure. Okay, so basically, so like and the good part is that index.html still exists. So this is the index.html of calculator app. So this is the index.html of calculator app, and this is the all logic we had written: if error, if end result. Okay, and here you can see the navbar is equal to I can show you one thing. The navbar light and navbar background is light. That this is for the calculator app. Okay, and like in this even the image we had made also, that was main.jpg. So here I can trying to show the similarities between that. Under the same Django project, we are making it two apps, and basically I wanted to show you one thing, that we are using the same template for both the apps without writing the code as much, and just making the modification necessaries we needed. Okay, so this is also good. So basically, I'll just a quick hint, like if you want to use calculator app, you need to define template slash calculator app here. Okay, so very quick overview, the templates calculator app is there, and the same way templates voting app is there. Then both of them have index.html, index.html. One has a different image, one has another image, and background dark and background light for different respective nav bars, what I have defined. So in order to run the respective app, what you need to do, you need to define template slash calculator app when you are going to run the calculator app, and template slash voting app when you are going to run the voting app. So let me be very clear with this, so it doesn't create an issue. Okay, so basically what I want you to do, I want you to solve get further move on with the backend part also, because we are going to use this ready-made template which is help us in the front end time. I want you to solve one coding problem here, because this will help you to make a backend logic. So I'll type Control N. Like you have an array, okay, and it has all the elements, like it can be any elements, 1 2 2 2 comma 3 comma 3 comma 3, or something like mixed numbers as well, or like 4 comma 4 comma 4. Okay, okay, it might not be necessary. It is sorted. I'll give this a 7 2 1 3 4 5 6. Okay, okay, what I can do, this is an array. Okay, I'll copy this. Okay, I'll open the page. Okay, sorry, I'll open the IDLE. Yes. Okay, so this is the array. So what I want you to do, like I want you to get the frequency of each element. Okay, so like what I want to tell you, that if I do array dot count 1, okay, so it returns 3. Like 1 is 3 times. This is a 1, this is a 1, this is a 1, so 3 times 3. So like, but I want you to do like what I want you to do, like basically I want you to design a data structure in such a way, because this is very necessary, which stores us frequency of each element in, like a frequency of each element of the array it stores in itself. So you want to design a data structure. So I would give you a hint, like in this tutorial what you can do, you can define a dictionary as a data structure in which a key will be element of array. Okay, good, and the value will be frequency. Okay, so it might not be necessary that array should be sorted or unsorted. It could be anything, random numbers, sorted, unsorted. That is not the case of. And if a new element is added to the array, you should update the frequency. Okay, then update the frequency update the frequency. Okay, so you need to define like when you traverse the array, or till the time you can do one thing, you can you can be like familiar with this, or this is your array. You need to define a data structure, which would, I'm giving you a hint that you need to define a dictionary. Okay, dictionary. Okay, so dictionary is the data structure you are going to use. So basically key will be the element of the array and value will be the frequency. So you need to define in such a way. Okay, so you can think on this problem, because this problem is very necessary for us to think on the backend part. Okay, and till time what we have seen, like images being changed, about changed, and information. Okay, I'll update the information part here. Okay, like when I click on instructions part, I'll move to this, and about. Okay, working fine. Okay, and I've changed the image as well as navbar. So one instruction, important instruction, in order to use a calculator app, you need to change here template slash calculator app, and template slash calculator app for calculator app, and template slash voting app for the voting app. Okay, in order to run the respective apps. Okay, so till now we are working on voting app, so we have defined template slash voting app. So I'll catch up you in the next tutorial. So we will solve this problem, because it's a very good problem. This is basically related to data structures and algorithms, but it will help you out to solve this backend part. So thank you guys, I'll catch up in the next lecture.